Welcome back. It is something many of us don't like to think about, but we should.
Yeah, what happens to your stuff after you die? Well, there are steps you can take now to make sure your plans are in place, and reporter Shannon Slatton shares what to consider in today's Money Savers.
Prince remain up in the air, all because he left no known plans for what would happen after he died.
If he would have followed the basic rules that you and I need to follow to set up at a minimum beneficiary designations or whatever techniques we can use, including a trust, to avoid probate, we would not be hearing about this right now.
Elizabeth Michaelis is an attorney with experience in elder law and estate planning. She has taught classes through Robbinsdale Community Ed for the past 10 years.
Media around Prince has prompted people to come out and say, boy, what should I be doing? And that's great. It turns out that it's still, I believe, about 95% of the population that hasn't done anything. The sooner you set it up, the better.
She says you want to plan what happens to your estate in order to avoid probate court.
It's very inconvenient, very inefficient. Just a real waste of money.
Probate court also means your business becomes public record.
This is a copy of Elvis's will.
Like what happens with several celebrities.
This is an example of what you would hope never happens to your will.
So even if you don't have an estate like Prince's, what should you do?
There are two options that you have. One is setting up beneficiary designations on everything. The other is setting up a trust.
Name beneficiaries for your property and accounts. If it's more complicated than that, consider a trust, which is a game plan for what happens after you die.
Someone might want to do a trust if they have a detailed plan that they want to accomplish after their death. It makes things very, very seamless and convenient.
But if you don't know where to start, check with an attorney or consider taking a class to learn more.
Definitely look for those classes because that's a very economical way to assess the waterfront of your options.
For Money Savers, Shannon Slatton, 12 News.
And the estate planning classes offered through Robbinsdale Community Education cost an average of $15. The next round of estate planning classes will be held this fall.